Morning. So today we are going to look at the front gates. I'll show you in a minute, but they're very, shall we say, unloved. They're metal and they're all rusting. They need sanding and painting, but we've decided to reorganize the way that the house is done, or the entrances to the house done, and I'll just show you a quick video of why. But before I do that, I want to show something to you which I've just uncovered while going through all the stuff here to tidy out. These homemade solar panels. Look at that. Wow. Crazy. So I made these, it must be mid 2000s, 2006, 2007 maybe. And I bought all the individual cells from online, made the base and put an edging round, waterproofed it all, and put a perspex top on. Never used them, but I just thought it'd be good fun. They do work, but anyway. We are doing solar projects later on, so there's some videos in the making on that. But I'll just see what else we've got. I bought this stand. Originally it was going to be for my basin in my bathroom, but decided on a different approach for that. So that's going to be made into something, but I don't know what. And I've got these set of two lights. We used to have an old MGB, so I'm going to make them into wall lights for the office, I think. Here we are. So currently this gate is our main entrance and exit gate, and it's electric, you can see, which I've recently fixed. There's a very strange thing with this garden. So the land here actually is from the corner of the house to the gate post in a direct straight line. That's our land, but the previous owner, I think, nicked a bit, and the neighbours never happy about it. Always gets a few bottles of vino in him and makes his displeasure, shall we say, known. Anyway, that land outside is also his, which we drive across. And anyway, long and short of it is, we don't really want to use that entrance anymore. Keep it, but don't use it. So what we're going to do is use the front entrance. Now I've done the driveway, you can see. I put all these pebbles down, but you can see the front gates. Alright, so those are the existing gates. So we bought online a cheap pair of gates, the cheapest aluminium but grey, so still quite nice, that we could find that would fit the space, because the space is a bit odd. So then I got a message saying they're delivered, so I was expecting packets of gates, big ones. That's it. That's two sets of gates, Well, one set, 2 gates. Really? So let's get them opened and see what's inside. Alright, so we've got one box with a lot of these in. Grey aluminium. One box of that stuff. You can just see a poor picture of what it's supposed to look like. Yeah, paperwork's well. Notice of fixing, I guess, or fitting gates and smaller gates. But that's it. There's no other paperwork other than the lock, and then that, and just a list of what you've got. Trying to get the right one. No. It's more like it. I guess the best way to do this is I'll just follow the instructions, assemble it and put you on time lapse. It's got to be the best way, I think, because this is going to take a long time. Let's do it. Oh wait, hold on, what time is it? Oh no, it's 11:30, it's nearly lunchtime. I shall go and read the instructions and then do it after lunch. How's that sound? Okay, that's the gates done, assembled. Just want to make sure now these are the right size. It's 3045 between them, so that's what we've got to make sure these end up at. Right, so at maximum extension on this bracket, it should fit. Right, first things first, see if we've got a drill to drill the holes in the concrete post, because all my stuff is still at Dave's in the UK. Okay, so we are looking for some kind of SDS drill that will go into the concrete and the bits, obviously. Means SDS. Oh, this looks good. She looks good. Oh, McKellar. Wow, that's a good brand. That's good. Well, I wonder if it works. Good enough, just need to find a bit for it now. Right, so I don't have any bits here. I think I've got some spare ones and screws and plugs at the back of mine, so I'll bring them tomorrow. It's 3:15 now. I've got some other little jobs to do, so we'll do those instead. Just got to change the trap on the sink because it's leaking, and then have a look at the shower waste. The grill's not going back in, so might as well watch me do that. Right, so if you're looking there, there's a little bit of water, a little bit of water. So I think it's this, it's quite old. So I've got a new one. So there's supposed to be a washer between there and there. A lot of people over tighten this and push the washer up inside. I think that's what's happened. Can't get the stuff. Right, let's have a look. There you go. Ah, bloody hell. It's the wrong one. Right, so in the garage I've got one here that I found at the bottom of the shelf. The problem is this the screw thread is slightly different. Hoping this one will be better. Right, so there's something not quite 100% here. I'll tell you this, it's always the 4 o'clock quick jobs that turn into 2-hour jobs. For some reason it's not sealing. Well, it's not some reason, look how slack that is. So our job is to make this pipe fit this ring. Well, it turns out I haven't got the stuff for that either. Time to tidy up. I'd just like one job where I don't have to MacGyver everything. Just a straightforward 10-minute swap the waste. But every job is always something. You know what I mean if you do any of this stuff yourself. Anyway, see you in the morning. Good morning. Didn't really get on very well yesterday with that sink, so I thought I'd just show you something. So this was the system that's connected to the sink, I think, was from England, because this is French 40mm solvent well pipe, and you can see that it's much smaller in size. The size is in France, even though it says 40mm, it's different to the English one. So a quick tip, if you're thinking of bringing a lot of pipe with you from England, I know some people do, they're not compatible. And that also goes with the traps as well. And to be honest, they're not that much more expensive here. So anyway, we've got to deal with this now. Yeah, so we've got to make this fit onto the end of this pipe. Right, normally I do this with self-amalgamating tape, but you can actually build up, if done right, the pipe with tape. And before you all laugh, it does work, honestly. And it does stay there for a long time. But like I say, the best tape to use is self-amalgamating tape. That's a quick little fix if you're in a rush or you can't get to the shop. There you go. That's it. And that's good for 5 years ish, something like that. job inside, and then we go back to the gates. Right, so look, I'm coming to put this back, and look. Oh my god, such a simple job. Right, never mind. Right, so the way that is, the drawer won't shut, so I'm gonna have to go to the DIY shop. So this 10-minute job is now going to be stretched across 2 days. Now I'm going to have to drive out, find another part and put it in. It's just ridiculous. And all this because I think the fittings that we've used, or has been used in the past, is from England. So this is a really good demonstration of why you should use French plumbing, French electrics, everything, not English. Okay, we're in the bathroom that I made for my dad. And my mum, obviously. Now the problem is, there's no massive problem, it's just, can this block go back down? It's just a bit too big, and it's been fine for 2 years, and now it won't go in at all. Don't know why. Yeah, thanks for your help. If you look at it, it's bent. So, let's see if we can make it not bent. So what else I'm going to do? Just grind the sharp edge off here on the grinder, just so it doesn't catch the plastic as it goes in, so it's quite sharp, so just round it off. Right, I'm being supervised. Right way around until there we go. And we're in. You like that? Right, so what have we got to do? Well, we've got to move the whole thing and cut the pipes and move it up to clear the thing by 15 mil. So the saga continues, just about to connect it all up, and the dog has eaten the seals for it, for the English trap. Might be in luck. You're not going to believe it. She literally just snuck it up the side and he has eaten that one. Oy, this is getting really frustrating. Right, let's see if the drawer fits. Oh, yes. It looks like we've got this plate here that's buried in the ground, and on top we've got this. Oh yeah, good, great. Just started raining. Of course. Anyway, let's see. I think this top piece here is welded to this bottom piece, but not with much, just in there. Ideally what I want to do is probably retain this, get rid of this bit on top, and then sit our new bracket on top. Let's see, it's going to fit somewhere there. Put two in there, one in there. I'll have to put something in there afterwards. It goes in there, I guess. Right, so that's roughly in position where it wants to be. So I need to put the top bracket on now, on that side. So I shall drill that in. Hopefully it goes better than down there. But we'll see. You may have noticed today is not going 100%. Everything you do doesn't work. Let me show you. First bolt in, lovely, great. Second one, the head has snapped off of a galvanized steel bolt. I mean, seriously? Alright, well, there you go. That's what one of them looks like. That's the old one. The new one looks a lot better, I think. I think it's safest for everyone if I just like cancel, and I'll come back when it's all done. So come here this morning, these aren't right. Basically, I was thinking today would be slightly better than yesterday. Clearly not. I think what I'm going to do is drill through there, through this other post, and put a bolt through both. There we go, bolted on, level top. The other problem is I've got to cut this off, but I've got to make this old concrete, plus that is just a dangerous drill, so I'm gonna fill this when I do these holes down the side here and repaint it. Yep, that worked, so I'll just saw this off, do the lock. Old gates. Right, so that's the gates done for now. At the bottom, it's just to stop the dog escaping. So what's happening is we're changing water suppliers, not through choice. But they're going to dig up through the gateway a trench all the way down here and go in there to put a new water main in. Yeah, so that's it. Just thought I'd share with you what I was doing in 2 weeks between now and between leaving the UK and going back. So I'm heading back in a couple of days, so that should be it for this video. Next one will be the video back to the UK, finishing off putting the steels in. Should be interesting. Right, so it's 2:45 on Wednesday. Just got a phone call from my brother saying he's injured himself on a job site. He's working on his own, but he managed to call me.
Can you get them in my comfortable shoes there, the trainers?